Welcome to my video lecture. I am Dr. A. Velmurugan, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government College of Engineering, Chettikare, Dharmaburi. In this video lecture from upcoming semester Thermal Engineering 1, Unit 4 Internal Combustion Engine and Performance and System. From Module 5, we can discuss about the battery coil ignition system and magneto ignition system. So from this slide, we can discuss about the battery ignition system. Before we go to discuss about the battery ignition system, first of all, we should know about what is happen on the Faraday left-hand rule. So from the Faraday left-hand rule, from here, there is a two coil. One is a primary coil. From this primary coil, we can turn the wire from the thick wire. It is almost the 40 kg copper wire. But in the secondary winding, there is used for thin wire, but there is number of turns that the secondary winding is coupled with the connected to the voltmeter. So first condition is what we have to do. It means from this primary winding is connected to the battery and the ignition switch. From the first condition, what we have to do. It means we can switch on that generation of the magnetic field. We can switch on this here. The current is flows to the primary winding. So from here the magnetic field will be creating, but there will be some deflection will be happen. So from here the primary winding and the secondary winding, the current will be induced from this some deflection will be happen on the spark plug, but they get not get more voltage. So next category, what we have to do, it means we can send the from the direct current from the primary winding, constant magnetic will be occurred. From here we can, from this figure we can see here the current will be flow the direct current. From here the primary winding will be constant magnetic field will be occurred. So next condition is if the primary winding will be goes to the peak level. For that condition we can switch off that. So suddenly what will be happen means the collapse of the magnetic field. So if we have the some collapse will be happen from the primary winding, means the high voltage will be goes to the secondary winding. For that condition, that is a voltmeter goes to the deflection will be goes to the opposite direction. For that time we get the high voltage. So later we can discuss about the battery coil ignition system. So from this figure, that is a schematic view of the battery ignition system. From this battery ignition system, these are all the important components used for this battery ignition system. That is a battery. From the battery is connected, from one end is connected to the ground and another end is connected to the ignition switch. After that, here we can using the ignition coil. From the ignition coil, there is a primary winding and a secondary winding is inbuilt. From the primary winding, wire is connected to the contact breaker and a capacitor, but the secondary winding is connected to the distributor and the spark plug. So now we can discuss about the circuit of the battery coil ignition system. From the circuit of the battery coil ignition system, here the battery is used, that battery voltage is 6 to 12 voltage, but in the spark plug we get the 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. From here the battery one end is connected to the ground and another end is connected to the ammeter and ignition switch. After that the winding is goes to the primary winding. So as I told about earlier, from the primary winding we can using for the thick wire, that is around 20 kg wire, that is a copper wire. From here the turnings of the wire is around 200 to 300 turns, but in the secondary coil we can using for thin wire, that the thin wire is 40 kg wire, 40 kg copper wire, and also the turns are around 2100 turns is present on the secondary winding. So in between the primary winding and secondary winding, there will be present on the coil. So after that, that primary winding is connected to the contact breaker, that the contact breaker is connected, one end is connected to the ground. After that the current will be goes to the capacitor. Already you know the capacitor, the high voltage electron will be stored on the capacitor, and another end is connected to the capacitor. From here the secondary winding is connected to the distributor and the spark plug. So how to we can rotate the contact breaker with the help of this cam operation and the timing adjustment. We can rotate this contact breaker with the help of cam operating system. So from the contact breaker is operating from two condition. First condition is when the contact breaker is point is closed. So here the circuit is closed when the ignition switch is put on. So next point is the current will be built up the magnetic field in the primary winding of the ignition coil. So first condition is we can switch on the ignition key. The current will be flows through the primary winding. After that, current is stored on the capacitor and the contact breaker. So for that condition, after the next point is when the primary current is at the highest peak, the contact breaker point will be opened by the cam. So for that condition, from the primary winding is goes to the highest peak. For that time we can open the contact breaker with the help of this camshaft. So from here we can, from this circuit, this contact breaker will be touched closed on this condition. But for that condition, we can open this breaker. What will be happen? So when the contact breaker point is opened, the magnetic field is set up in the primary winding is suddenly collapsed. So for that conditions, we can open this contact breaker. For that condition, from that primary winding will be suddenly collapsed. That high voltage will be moved to the secondary coil. That high voltage is transferred to the distributor from the rotary arm. So the rotary arm will be touched on the from the spark plug first wire, means here the voltage will be around 20,000 to 30,000 voltage will be happen. So if the rotary arm is moving from clockwise direction, it is touched on the second spark plug, means, and also the second spark plug also get the 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. So repeatedly this rotating arm is touched on the fourth spark plug, after that third spark plug. So this is the way method to we get the high voltage. From the battery we get the 6 to 12 voltage, but in the spark plug we get the 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. So from the high voltage is directed to the rotor to the distributor. After that, from the spark plug, from the electrode, that is a distance is 0.45 m to 0.6 m. For that place there will be the spark will be producing. So for that plus from the end, from depending upon the firing order, we can using this multi-cylinder engine, this battery coil ignition system. From the end of the compression stroke, with the help of the spark plug, the spark will be quenching the all the hydrocarbon molecules. We get the complete combustion will be occur on the combustion chamber. And from this battery coil ignition system, that is a major advantage is it provides better spark even at a low speed of the engine. After that, it initial cost is low as compared to magneto ignition system, and also this maintenance cost is negligible except the battery. After the spark intensity is not affected by the timing control mechanism. The major disadvantage from the battery ignition system is it is the heavier than compared to magneto ignition system. If the battery is weak, the engine cannot be started. The breaker points are also continuously subject to wear. The sparking voltage drops as the speed increases. So next slide, we can discuss about the schematic view of the magneto ignition system. From that magneto ignition system, this system is consisting of the rotating magnet assembly driven by an engine, and also they having fixed armature. From this armature consists of primary and secondary winding. From the primary winding consists of, that is a contact breaker capacitor, but the secondary windings consist of that distributor and spark plug. From here we can rotate this magneto induction system. That from the two conditions, the same procedure is followed from the battery ignition system only. So if that figure we can see here, the contact breaker will be opening. So first condition is that the contact breaker will be closed. For with the help of the ignition switch, we can switch on the engine. The current is flows to the primary coil. For that the current will be stored on the condenser or from the capacitor. Here the high voltage electron will be stored. So if with the help of the camshaft we can open this contact breaker, means that from the primary coil and secondary coil, the primary coil is goes to the highest peak level. So suddenly the collapse will be happen, means the voltage will be transferring from the secondary coil. That secondary coil, the high voltage goes to the distributor. From this distributor, that is there will be present on the rotor arm. So if the rotor arm is touched on the which spark plug, means that spark plug will be getting the higher voltage around 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. From after that, the rotary arm is moving from anti-clockwise direction. For example, if the rotary arm is touched this spark plug, means from this spark plug we get the 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. This process is repeatedly. So this process is effectively used for the magneto ignition system. So from the construction and working of this magneto ignition system, and also we can discuss about the advantages. From this advantage point of view, it is a more reliable and low maintenance because of absence of battery. It requires less space and weight also less compared to battery ignition system. At a higher speed, it gives the higher intensity of the spark, and thus it have give the better combustion at the higher speed. What are all the major disadvantage from the magneto ignition system is it is compared to initial cost is very high compared to battery ignition system. It requires minimum 75 rpm to start the engine. For bigger engines, some other device is necessary to start the engines. So based upon that magneto-ignition system, this system is conducting the rotary magnet assembly driven by the engine and also fixed armature. So from that same procedure, what will be, we can discuss about the battery ignition system. The same concept is followed from the magneto-ignition system itself. The our from here the battery will be getting, that is 12 volt to 6 to 12 voltage, but from the spark plug will be getting the 20,000 to 30,000 voltage. But here we can using the fixed armature. This armature is used for the two stroke engines. Thank you.